Huge new study out showing that kids who get a smartphone before the age of 12 could face serious health risks. Among them, higher odds of getting depression, obesity, and insufficient sleep. Some children as young as 5 years old already have smartphones. And experts say parents should treat it like a health decision, not a rite of passage. Katrina, I've been clear on this. I'm a no cell phone parent until 13, and that is the floor. Your thoughts?
But you say that now.
That's what everyone tells me.
Yeah, because let me tell you,
will.
I don't
Thank you,
like
Jackie.
Well, maybe you'll stick to it, but you're a strong one. But you know what? It's just so difficult because kids nowadays expect to be entertained 24/7. Like, I can't remember my mom sitting on the floor and like playing with me, but my son expects that. And I do. I play Uno, I do this, but they want to be entertained 24/7 because we're in a generation that now, like as I mentioned earlier, we spend so much time, I think, over-parenting our kids, right? And the fact they can't be bored, right? So sometimes we give in and give them the iPad. Like the other day, Black Friday it was actually. We took him shopping, and I took away his iPad because he wasn't listening, right, getting ready to go shopping, because I'm like, life is always about you. Today I want to go shopping. And he lost his iPad. That was the most traumatic 8 hours, shopping with an 8-year-old without an iPad. And then my mom's like, see, no iPad, this is what happened. I'm like, yes, but at some point, you know, you give in as a parent because you need your sanity. So, and I see so many debates about this, and I agree. I think iPhones and phones are so bad for kids, but I think parents sometimes give in because you just want to break, right? And we're all human.
Brian, let me weigh in on this. Jonathan Haidt, who's sort of a social psychologist I know you and I like, had an interesting point. He said, what's the right age for a first smartphone? It's whatever age you want your kids to cut back on sleeping, reading, exercising, and socializing. I advise not doing that before the age of 14 at the earliest. Your thoughts?
Maybe it'll change when your kids are this age. Like maybe this will be all socially acceptable, but you just have to be willing. If you're gonna heed this, you have to be willing to be disliked by other parents, looked down on by the establishment and your own kids if you're going to fight this battle. You are universally hated because other parents will be like, why don't you get your kid one of these phones? We got ours. And then it's like, oh, that's uncomfortable. Your kids are going to say, all my friends have this. Why don't you get one from me? And then you're going to choose to do things that Jonathan Haidt says, which is like, let your kids go out and ride the subway or ride their bikes around without helmets all day in town. And then they're going to say, well, that's dangerous. Aren't they going to get abducted and da-da-da-da-da-da? I don't know, maybe. But you have to do something in life, right? You can't just be on a phone. But you will be the bad guy. Like right now,
but isn't that your
you
job
will be the bad
as a
guy.
parent to be
yes,
the bad
but
guy?
wait till you feel it from everybody around you, and then you're like, maybe I'll just hand them the.
Dagan and Jackie
nowadays we don't go outside. They don't go outside playing the same way we used to back in the day.
But you got to force them.
Yeah, but then sometimes you're not in a neighborhood that's conducive to that.
That's
so then
one
you
of the
have to
problems
arrange
with
play
safety.
dates, and then your whole job as a parent is
stinks.
arranging play dates.
Yes.
And as time rolls on, it will be a requirement to function in the classroom.
I agree with you.
It sort of already is. In a
They already
way,
have computers.
Frustrating.
It's just how much the parents will monitor and control the usage of it, because it has, reading 17 magazine can have detrimental effects on a teenager in the 70s. So it's just the way the parents interact with the kids and what they're exposed to in the home.
I'm not sure that, I think that's part of it, but I look at these: depression, obesity, insufficient sleep, and I kind of feel like as an adult with the phone, sometimes when I get carried away, I could fall into some of those categories.
Totally.
Certainly inactive, Taylor, when you talk about lack of exercise. So I think it is the parent's job to, I know the friends are saying we're doing it. I know the other parents are judging you as a result of it. But I really think that these phones are dangerous, and I think they are reprogramming. The reason you're overparenting is because they're reprogramming the brains of the children where they need to be stimulated constantly. That was what was different about us. My parents would say, go read a book or go play with your friends, and you would entertain yourself, because I just don't think we were wired to move as fast as people do now, and I'm scared of it.
Yeah, well, also now you're counter-parenting what they're watching on, because you don't know. I mean, you just don't know what they're watching on YouTube Shorts.
Right.
As much as you ban it all,
you got stuff coming at you all the time. Like if they're not on their phone, they've got a laptop. And you're right, like the schools make them do all this work on laptops, and then they're sitting there doing their work. Like, are you really doing your work? They're like, stop asking me that question.
Yeah.
Like, but I want to know, are you watching YouTube? Are you doing your work? And it's super frustrating for
When
everybody.
they let us have laptops in law school, all we did was sit and instant message each other.
But then you hear like fog hat coming out of the laptop, and you're like, that's okay.
Slow ride.
Didn't you move your phone so now you go to sleep earlier? Didn't you tell
I
me
do.
that?
I move my phone across the room because
listen,
I don't want to be on the phone the minute I'm trying to go to bed because you can't fall asleep that way.
Then you don't go to
I'm going to
sleep.
stand my ground. In
I do believe you will.
11 years, you guys hold
We'll
me
have a
to the fire.
conversation.
Hold my feet to
Her
the
daughters are
is
going to
gonna
have
be-
backpacks like this going to school.
They're each going to have a robot by that point.
Katrina Campins, a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks for